world. Do you find this obsession with weight loss drugs and your own version of these just annoying, distracting, obsessive? Just talk me through it, sir.
Well, first, thank you for having me on your show today. We're very excited about our first half year results, and we had very strong growth in the second quarter. Now, to your question around obesity, we made an acquisition here at the end of last year, acquiring a number of different potential medicines that really have potential best-in-disease potential. And we see this market really growing significantly over the next decade. About 50% of the world's population will be obese, and there are a number of diseases that are actually linked to obesity. So, for example, cancer, but also neurological diseases or kidney diseases, just to name a few. So we do believe that this is a trend that will continue and that there is a big need to address obesity and other diseases as a whole.
Yeah, look, I despair, Thomas, when I see people who are perfectly healthy who's basically taking up stocks of weight loss drugs when actually they could go to people with real medical problems. You're absolutely right when you talk about, you know far more than I do, but when you talk about actually the illnesses that are associated with it, whether it be cancer, whether it be heart disease, whether it be diabetes or Alzheimer's as well, are we not focusing on the key problems in modern society, dare I say it, Western society especially, rather than just obsessing over one aspect?
Well, there are a number of diseases where there is potential breakthrough innovation. And we are really present in 5 different disease areas, neuroscience being one, ophthalmology, cancer, etc. But we do believe that cardiovascular and obesity is probably the biggest unmet needs today, and there are a lot of diseases that are linked to this. So in order to have an holistic approach, we believe that this is very prudent to have in our portfolio.
Thomas, people are trying to say the weight loss drugs are also fantastic at solving all these other problems as well. Do you have problems with that connection? And indeed, people saying, right, I take a weight loss drug, it's going to solve my cancer issues, it's going to solve my diabetes, it's going to solve my cardiovascular problems.
Well, it's not that easy. Unfortunately, biology is not that easy, but it's a contributing factor, right? Just to give you other examples, I mean, drinking alcohol can also cause cancer. So there are a number of different contributing factors. Obesity is just one of them. So it doesn't mean that cancer will fully go away, but we can reduce one of the risk factors.
Are you concerned at all by what might seem for others as a late mover disadvantage, particularly in that GLP-1 drug sector?
If you look at the data that we've shown, we do believe we have 2 next generation GLP-1 GIPs that have the best-in-disease potential. Plus, we have a number of different medicines in our own portfolio that we can combine with. One of them being GYM329. GYM329 is an antibody that actually counters one of the side effects of these medicines. And one of the side effects of these medicines is muscle loss. And this is why people have a yo-yo effect, because if they lose weight, by the way, that's not only with this GLP-1, in general, when you lose weight, you also lose muscles. And the problem is when you then start to eat normal again, your metabolic rate has gone down significantly. And with this GYM329, we can actually counter that. So we have a number of things in our pipeline that really can differentiate us from other players.